Do you think if you steal from people like Robin Hood and give to the poor, you have been clever and bought paradise?
It's a simple calculation. You commit 4 thefts, you gain 40 rewards, so you are 36 points in profit.
But wait, this is the mind's biggest scam. Imam Sadiq, peace be upon him, proved that this is the mathematics of fools. With this formula, you do not possess 36 positive points, but rather 8 major sins and exactly 0 rewards. The reason is a hidden rule that everyone ignores. For some time, the name of a certain individual was frequently mentioned among the common people, and his reputation for holiness, piety, and religiosity had spread everywhere. Everywhere, the general public spoke of his greatness and nobility. Repeatedly, in the presence of Imam Sadiq, peace be upon him, mention was made of this man and the devotion and sincerity the masses held for him.
The Imam decided to see this noble man, whom the masses loved so dearly, up close and away from the eyes of others. One day, he went to him incognito. He saw that his admirers, all from the common class, had created a commotion around him. The Imam, without revealing or introducing himself, observed the events. The first thing that caught the Imam's attention was his populist mannerisms and gestures. Eventually, the man separated from the crowd and took a path alone. The Imam quietly followed him to see where he was going, what he was doing, and what kind of actions made this man so interesting. It did not take long for the man to stop in front of a bakery. The Imam watched in amazement as this man, the moment he saw the shopkeeper was distracted, quietly took 2 loaves of bread, hid them under his garment, and walked away. The Imam thought to himself, perhaps he intends to buy them and has paid for the bread beforehand or will pay later. But then he thought, if that were the case, why did he snatch the bread and leave the moment the poor baker looked away? The Imam continued to trail the man, still pondering the incident at the bakery, when he saw him stop in front of a fruit stand. There, too, he lingered for a while, and as soon as the fruit seller looked away, he took 2 pomegranates, hid them under his garment, and walked away. The Imam's astonishment increased. The Imam's amazement reached its peak when he saw the man go to a sick person, give the bread and pomegranates to him, and walk away. At this moment, the Imam caught up to the man and declared, "I saw a strange thing from you today." He recounted the entire sequence of events and demanded an explanation. The man looked at the Imam's face and said, "I imagine you are Jafar ibn Muhammad." "Yes, you guessed correctly. I am Jafar ibn Muhammad. Of course, you are the son of the messenger of God and possess a noble lineage. But alas, you are ignorant and foolish to this extent." "What ignorance did you see in me?" asked the Imam. "This very question you ask shows the utmost ignorance. It becomes clear that you cannot grasp a simple calculation in matters of religion. Do you not know that God has stated in the Quran, 'Whoever comes with a good deed will have 10 times the like thereof. Every good deed has 10 times the reward.' And the Quran further states, 'And whoever comes with an evil deed will not be recompensed except the like thereof.' Based on this calculation, I stole 2 loaves of bread, which counts as 2 errors. I also stole 2 pomegranates, which counts as 2 more errors. In total, that is 4 errors. However, on the other hand, I gave those 2 loaves and 2 pomegranates in the way of God. For each of them, I have 10 good deeds, hasanat. Thus, a total of 40 good deeds is allotted to me. Here, a very simple calculation clarifies the result. If we subtract 4 from 40, 36 remains. Therefore, I have 36 pure good deeds." The Imam replied, "May God bring death upon you.
It is you who are the ignorant one to calculate in this manner. Have you not heard the Quranic verse that says, "Indeed, Allah only accepts from the righteous, al-muttaqin." God accepts the deeds only of the pious.
Now, a very simple calculation is enough to make you aware of your mistake. By your own admission, you committed 4 sins, thefts, and since you gave people's property to others in the name of charity, not only do you have no good deeds, but for each of those acts you committed another sin. Therefore, 4 more sins are added to your first 4 sins, making a total of 8 sins.
The Imam gave this explanation, and while the man's bewildered eyes stared at the Imam's face, he left him and returned. He said, "Such ignorant and ugly interpretations and justifications in religious matters cause a number of people to go astray and mislead others as well.